they did desegregation in Seattle. So we were bused across the city to different schools. Turned out to be, when I look back, a super enriching thing in my life, just because every school I went to was super multicultural. I think even though as a thinker, I wasn't considering other people's positions and empathetic. There's 200 kids. There's 9th and 10th graders. 200 kids, and I'm right in the middle. He stops and he looks at me. He points at me and he says, "Jesus Christ wants to break your heart, David Allgire." It's awkward, and it keeps going. He doesn't say anything, and he holds his finger there, and I'm sweating, man. I felt like there's this whole world of people who are suffering out there and who don't have access to a lot of things, and there's just, I felt like I needed to experience that somehow. I'm in an urban inner city church, and now there's nobody there. And again, this lack of guidance thing. The guy who was supposed to be my mentor left 2 weeks before I got there. I'm the only guy there.
But what did it do for you think in the long run?
Man, great question. It did a lot. One, you just saw so many people that didn't have a way out. Every doctor except for the OBGYN said, "Hey, look, it's just in a kind way. I mean, there's the survival rate. There's just, this child's not going to survive." I don't even know if I should say this part, but then the doctor said, "Well, do you want us to?" It was apparent that she was going to live longer than they thought, and so she said, "Do you want us to feed her, or let her pass?" Everybody wants to hang out with Samantha.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. And
It's not like a sympathetic thing. It's like
she brings you joy.
She brings you joy. It's like, I need to get home so I can hear, "Dad, you're home." I need to get home because I need that joy. And I didn't know I was depleted. I'm in extreme pain. I mean, the pain is so intense and is relentless. Like, it's 24 hours a day. And when you feel this bad, you can't imagine that it's going to get better. You're like, how is this ever going to feel any different? And you need someone to say, no, it is. It is. You're going to come out of this. And that's what I needed to hear more than anything. The thing that kind of hurt the most was people in my life who would say things like, "I don't understand. Why don't you just choose to be positive?" Things like that. And here I'm experiencing the worst pain I've ever felt. Like, relax, get to know people, get into the world, let them talk to you, talk to them, hear their story. You don't have to be afraid of that. God is with us in that. And there's a fear that prevents us often from doing that.
That's pretty cool to say to your youth group, though. Like, "Hey, man, we're bringing this guy in who scored 65 points in a basketball game."
Well, I'm sure I used it in a prideful way a few times. I mean, even just now, that was like a humble brag, right?
I was really impressive, yeah.